One of the common denominators of the professional musicians that we've talked to is it's hard work. You know, and yes, there's some luck, but there's some work involved.
Yep, that's true. I've never been comfortable with that. I feel like all jobs have elements of them that are hard. And they all should have elements of them that are not. And like what those elements are change from person to person and what your basic skill set is.
So what's your happy part of being a musician, and what's the corollary? What's the hard work for you?
Well, the happy part's playing the music. That's the happy part. And I don't even know how to express that. But probably the hardest part about it is, you know, it's really easy to kind of burn out your market. If you only are ever playing in your hometown, something has to change. Either the music you're playing or how often you are playing. And the solution that's been around since before there was recorded music is to tour. Musicians have always been itinerant people. And if you have a family who is not an itinerant unit, that's a challenge. But, you know, much like being uncomfortable with talking about hard work, I'm uncomfortable with talking about that because there are plenty of fathers and mothers who spend a lot of time away from their kids and they're working a job that they hate. And they're working a job that's not nearly as exciting to other people to think about.
But it is all relative.
It's all relative, you know?
It's still away from your home, you still miss stuff, you still have the road, you still have miles to go.
You know, I used to say, like, you can ask my wife, you can ask my kids, and they can complain about it all they want. They're entitled to it. But I'm not going to sit here and complain about a job that's lucky that I have, that's providing a roof, that's providing what we need, and when I'm home, I really get to be home.
So what does it take? For some people, it's the multi-pronged, I have to teach lessons, I have to gig with other people, I have to piece it together. And how do you work that part of making it in music?
Well, that's a very real thing because you know, like when I'm playing completely solo Erik Berry material, all original music, I'm self-aware of it enough to know that people enjoy it, but it is kind of, it's borderline new agey, it's instrumental. You can tune that out because it is instrumental, but if you decide to engage with it, I'm throwing some challenging stuff in there if I say so myself. And I am well aware that you know, the of Trampled by Turtles helps with interest in that. I'm also well aware that not everybody wants that. And so I have some other projects that are a bit more fun or perhaps a bit more accessible. People like singers. So I do a lot, I try to work with people who sing. And then of course, that means one very real fact from sort of a sense of like my music is if they're singing, they're calling a lot more shots, certainly about repertoire. So, I mean, it's fine. I mean, again, I'm kind of back to the relative thing, like, you know, I could work some other job where I'd never have to compromise, right? You know, like...
Could you find me one of those?